Yo, what is up? This week I've had 2 retreats going on. One was Monday, which was solely a chastity retreat, and today's retreat is, I think it's in Hutchinson, so Hutchinson's like 45 minutes north of Wichita. And this retreat, I think it's just gonna be completely all men, and it's going to be about just masculinity, I believe. I think I'm gonna be giving a talk on masculinity, so I'm guessing that that's what's gonna happen. What's going on, dude? How are you? You? Good. I just got back from that retreat, which was in Hutchinson. I wanted to get some footage, but I also didn't want to take time away from the guys, so I never had a chance to run over to the car, grab my camera out, take some footage. I don't know. Hopefully some of you guys that were on the retreat are here. What is up? Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, wherever it's at. I'm already annoyed at that spot. So I loved going to that retreat because it's been a while since I've been around that many high schoolers. It's just so fascinating to be around that many high schoolers, and you really get the feeling of back when I was in high school, and I was reminded of like, oh yeah, I really did think that was funny when I was in high school, and just these different things that I just forget and it's only been what, 4 years out of high school, and you kind of just forget the mindset. So one thing, I gave a talk at the end of the retreat, and I didn't have too much written down because I wanted to experience who they were. Like, it was freshmen, sophomores, and juniors all at one high school, and so there was like 24 in one class, 15 in the other, and like 20 in the other. So a good amount of guys, but I really wanted to understand who they were, maybe what they're really good at, maybe what they need help on, and then kind of base my talk off that. And in the end, I had 3 points that I wanted to hit on, and I think these 3 points are such a good reminder for everyone, well, especially for men. Number 1, masculinity. I gave a talk earlier this week on masculinity with Max, my roommate. Max, he left. And so it was fresh on my mind. And then the second part of the talk was intentionality. And then the third was men of training, humans of training, becoming better people. So first, let's hit on masculinity. The first thing that I wanted to touch on with these guys is the subject of toxic masculinity. And where this stems from is guys don't know how to be masculine. They don't know how to be men. And so they become very controlling, very much so, I can do whatever I want. I have to leave. Wow, I have to go. Do you ever think that you have time to do something and then you do it, or halfway through, and then you're like, oh yeah, I actually have 0 time to do it? Oh yeah, hello lights. Yeah, that's exactly what just happened. I have to run t-shirts to some people before Bible study, which starts at 5:30, and it is 5 o'clock, so I need to get going. Good, how are you? Okay, I dropped that off. Is this recording? Okay, I dropped that off. So now on to Bible study, and then soul food, and I'll explain soul food later, but then I'll also dive into everything that I was gonna say prior, the time restriction freak out thing. Okay, so just got back to the apartment from Soul Food. It was awesome. Vagabond Ministries, I think is what it's called. Yeah, it was awesome. Vagabond Ministries talked about what they do, trying to get some St. Paul's members to just join the crew, be a part of the ministry, be a part of what they do. So that's super exciting. Let's jump back to masculinity. So basically masculinity's been kind of attacked, and the wrong answer is we need men to be less masculine. We need them to understand the truth about masculinity and understand how to be masculine, not less masculine, just to understand it. And that is where we will start to grow. So my idea of toxic masculinity is kind of the overbearing man, kind of like the man who says, I can do everything, I don't need women, women are less than me. That's that. I think that has been the cookie cutter way to be masculine, and the reality is there is no cookie cutter way to be masculine. We are called to a unique kind of masculinity. Every single one of us, every single guy is called to a different kind of masculinity. So the first part of the talk was don't fall into the trap of thinking that masculinity is one thing and one thing only, and if you don't follow this criteria, then you're not a man, because that's not true. Masculinity presents itself in different ways in different guys. Now, I say this about masculinity, but there's always a underlining tone that it does not change. Masculine men are here to serve and are here to be humble. And so masculinity can present itself in different ways, but they always go back to humility and service. That was number one, masculinity. Number two is intentionality. We as men have this like crazy drive or something like that. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but we're made with this like energy to be, I don't know. Right before my talk at this retreat, the guys were playing kickball, and they were really just let loose. They were going crazy. They were screaming at each other. They were being very physical, which is a little bit iffy. They were if any of you are watching it, you guys were pushing the line, but like, I think one guy ended up throwing another dude on the ground, and there's just this energy that we have, and we need to take that energy, which is a beautiful thing, this natural energy, which is beautiful, and we need to take it and place it into something that is worth living for, that is something that is good. And we have to be intentional with our goals. We have to be intentional with our time and our actions and our words, because if we're saying things that don't matter and that are tearing people down, what are we doing with our lives? Oh, we're fine. Oh, dude, that's nice. That's all natural light, by the way, if you're wondering. Okay, so intentionality, living every day towards a goal. Living every day striving towards a goal. Every moment working towards that goal, or it could be multiple goals, but being intentional with our days, because if we aren't, then we live a life that's not worth living. So be intentional with every single day. Now, number three is huge, and I know I'm saying that this was a talk of 4 guys, but number 2 and 3 really if you're a girl, you're watching this, this is huge also. Be men and women of training. We are all men and women of training. Let's act that out. Let's take every day as though we are training for something, as though we are going for something. This goes right in line with intentionality. What are you striving for? What are you working towards? What are you doing? What are you doing right now, today, tomorrow, this next hour, this next week, to be intentional with your life, to train for something, to work towards a goal? What are we doing? Let's live lives of intentionality. If we're men, let's learn how to be true masculine, godly men. The world doesn't need more guys just trying to build a big business, just trying to make much money as possible. It needs guys that are looking at their brothers, looking at their sisters, and striving to help them, and striving for a goal that is worth living for. So that's all I got. Peace out. Again, if you're from the retreat, you're watching this, welcome. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button and let us know. And let me know what you think. Also, I've been wearing my dad's jean shorts, and I'm absolutely in love with them. What do you guys think? I think it's a good, I think it's a good look, but then again, I have been wrong a lot. I like them. They're really dirty, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I like them. Let me know what you think. Peace out. Thanks for watching.